Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. So at the end of the last one, we've had a little bit of issues with our domes coming up. Looks like, yeah, we are trying to figure out how we can expand whilst not sending ourselves into a doom spiral, which is a little bit problematic. But I did remember after I ended the last episode that we have a few things that will help us out. One of which is a moisture vaporator. So what I'm thinking of doing is let's go ahead and pump this into the system. We'll go ahead and we will rotate, and that should, yeah, there we go. That'll put it on one side of the valve, which is good. That will mean that these guys always have access to water, assuming that it can be produced. That'll also mean, let's see, yes, that'll work out there. We could also potentially chuck a farm out here if necessary, but I think we're going to be all good. It looks like we also have a rumor about Japan scanning an anomaly. Which one's this one? New technology for botanists. That is disappointing. But I don't see how that's going to be something that we can fix. Let's just double check. Let's see. Exporting metals, research subsurface heating. It doesn't say which one they're going for. No, not particularly. Okay, but again, we do need to try and make solid progress where we can. We'll go ahead and... yeah, it looks like Project Atoll is the one that they're going for. Unfortunately, yeah, it's only a couple of botanists, and realistically, it is only new technologies. Not as painful as it could be. We will get to ours at one point or another. But either way, we do have our people flying back to Earth, which is good. That'll bring in another $1 billion. So that'll be helpful. And then from there, I think we will, yeah, we'll go ahead and wait until we have our next tech finished, which will be in just over a day. And that will allow us to bring an extra 10 people back to our base. So that should be rather good. Also, I did forget that we still have a couple of polymer blades to upgrade for these large wind turbines. More than happy to spend that cost at this stage. With all the extra power, we will go ahead and start amplifying. We will go ahead and get that rare metals extractor amplified preemptively. And I think that should put us at a fairly safe position for some of these buildings. We could go ahead and amplify these for an extra 10, and I think... you know what? It is only 10 power consumption, but increases our production. So realistically, I think it doesn't increase our required water. So we'll go ahead and upgrade those too. Because what we're going to do is, if at all possible, we might either build ourselves a new polymer factory, or we're going to start sending our rocket off and doing a whole bunch of expeditions overnight, which yeah, could also be rather good for us to make some quick and easy breakthroughs. Alright, well, one building's not working, but that's okay. We've run out of waste rock. Little inconvenient in that regard, but I believe we did unlock a new technology in the last one. Yeah, conservation landscaping. So raising the ground via landscaping will cost us less waste rock, and lowering the ground via landscaping will produce more. So all in all, it's probably not a bad thing. We'll make the most of that. We should also be picking up just a little bit from our rare metals extractor. That'll start sending some waste rock our way, so that'll help us get some more materials. But either way, we have a new anomaly, so let's go ahead and search it out. Commander, no, Explorer, yes. Let's go ahead and scan the anomaly. That'll do nicely. This is... wait a second. Oh, all the way over there. Okay, so nothing terrible. We'll then go ahead and tell them to come back. Let's also pick up our final sector up on this ridge. Oh, I suppose we do still have this one here that has buildable land, as well as these two, but they're less of a priority, I think. I think we'll start working our way down across here and getting the borders sorted out, and then seeing what also lies in this valley, both of which are probably more important than some of these, what shall we call them, awkwardly shaped terrained sectors. Alright. Well, the good news is we are now in the clear with our life support. We're making plenty of water, and that's before we've even picked up our hydroscopic coatings. So realistically, yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that as well. That's going to fill up our water towers very quick and easily, which is fantastic news. That means that it doesn't really matter what we're using for our food. We'll be able to work that out. There is our funding, so that's up to $1 billion. Another sector scanned, that's all nice and good. But again, we need to wait one more day before we can bring that shuttle back with a few more people. But what we can do in the meantime is, I was about to say we should figure out who we're going to bring, but you know what? That's not exactly a super huge priority and may take us a bit of time, so we'll get to that when we get to that. And at the end of the day, we'll have twice the space on our rocket, so we should probably make sure that we sort through accordingly. Alright, so let's see, how else is everything going? I have a graduate at the moment, a student waiting to graduate from our university. It looks like he'll either be a medic or an engineer, both of which is good. The infirmary, we have a medic and 2 geologists. Yeah, definitely need another one there. We have a homeless person. Youth is at the... Oh. Okay. Yeah, you're homeless. Okay, well, I guess it's a great time to get an education then. That might help you get out of that. But we will open up something for him. We'll go... What do we want? Oh, the Eternal Summer is coming back towards us again. Oh, man. They want more electronics. They'll want fuel and machine parts. Okay, maybe this isn't necessarily the best endeavor that we ever signed up for. We may need to go ahead and... might need to send in a preemptive payload to make sure that we have enough. Yeah, alright, let's just see our consumption right now. It is 0.8 in maintenance. That's relatively pricey. How is it so expensive? Okay, so that'll be from the Martian University. We have our school as well. Okay, so that's kind of understandable. Same with the machine parts factory. Okay, so all of these are where issues are coming by. But you know what? With the amount of power we have, I think we go ahead and amplify this. If we can produce some more machine parts, that would be ideal. That'll at least save us in the future for how much we need to bring in. And then... yeah, concrete, and concrete. And you're not up and running, but I think otherwise we're fairly safe. So let's go ahead and turn on Dome Jade. I think that sounds rather good. So... yeah, we'll let that get repaired. Again, of course, make sure that the domes are the highest of priorities. We cannot have those shutting down unnecessarily. These are all upgraded, or at least as much as they can be. At least we don't need polymers for the Eternal Summer. Yeah, let's go to the resupply. We'll go ahead and send a supply pod. Let's take another... hang on a second, before I forget. How many do they require? 20 electronics and 25 machine parts. So right now we'll probably be on par with our production for our maintenance as soon as we get the amplification sorted. And then electronics, they're just going to be a progressive pain in the rear until we get our electronics building up and running. So let's see, what was it? We need at least 20, so that's another 4. We're going to take 5 from our supply, leave us with 10. I suppose that's not too bad. That's, what is that? An extra 7 days of soul or something along those lines. You know what? Let's just an extra couple just to be safe. And then we'll need 25, so that's at least 2 of these. And then I know that we should be safe on our production, but we're going to go ahead and double that up anyway, just to make sure that we have enough in case we want to build some extra buildings. So that should be fine. Unfortunately, this is chewing through a whole stack of our money, so it's going to be a long time until we get a new shuttle. But I think that's going to be what we go for. Let's go ahead and send that. That should be fine. This should make it to us quicker than they do, so that's not bad. Looks like new texts are available for research. Let's see. The following texts have been revealed. Automated storage and Martian-born adaptability. Okay. We can skip his narration. We know what we are doing. So let's see. Yeah, Martian-born. Oh yeah, we got that for free. We unlocked. What is this? What do we find? Oh, it's in biotech. Okay, so Martian-born adaptability. Martian-born colonists graduate faster in universities, and sanatoriums have a higher chance to gain perks from schools. Ooh, okay. That's not a bad one. We will need that at some point. And then what was the other one? Yeah, automated storage. Okay, so can contain large amounts but have power that require... Yeah, that's, powered storage. Okay. Well, I don't think that's particularly necessary. I guess it'll be nice at some point in the future, but I think for now we're just going to stay with what we've got. We'll go ahead and I think we stay with what we've got. Yeah, we'll go with the risk of sanity breakdown next. Work on a little bit of terraforming. Increase our comfort in domes. Actually, you know what? Let's bump that up over the terraforming, and then we'll go with the extra power at some point. So we have more than enough, even if we want to keep on making things during dust storms and whatever have you. Alright, so Japan, yep, they're still a couple of days away from doing that. That's fine. That's not going to harm us. We can't quite open up just yet. Just another 16 hours and we can make our way through. Yeah, 16. So I guess we're, sorry, not 16. We're 9 power below what we need during the night. That's a pretty reasonable draw on our power accumulators. Yeah, the fact that they charge up so quickly and we have, what's this, 1, 2 of them. Do we have 3? I feel like we had a third at some point. Can we go ahead and select? For some reason I thought we had a button that we could toggle across to where they're all built. Okay, hang on a second, let's just double check. Capacity is 400, so that is definitely 2 of them only. Yeah, we could definitely go with a little bit more power, but at the same time too, you know, we'll get that gigantic thing later on. Alright, let's go ahead and shuffle these guys back down to our landing site. Over here, let's go from a trade pad, and we're going to set that to a landing pad. Our drones can start refueling and filling them. They'll take most of our electronics and our machine parts, but in... Actually, before that even starts, we're going to have our payloader land, so that is fantastic. Go ahead and set that down. Alright, so that should be a nice, easy 500 million. Again, unfortunate that it is so costly to get all of those shipped in, but who knows? Maybe they're going to pay us off since they are all eccentric billionaires. Maybe they will give us a good amount of money in the future for being such a generous sponsor. Or at least that's what we're going to have to hope, because we don't have much of a choice in the whole matter. Alright, well, let's see. Yes. Making decent amount of science. Oh, and they're already gone. That is fantastic. That'll open up, yes, as soon as we can for our own shuttle to arrive back home. Alright, well, let's quickly add on a new tech before we forget, and then let's bring some more people to Mars. So let's see. In-dome buildings require maintenance less often. Ooh, that's actually really nice. That is particularly nice, although it is expensive. Oh. That would cut down on our electronics consumption, as well as at least one polymer, maybe two polymers. So that would be beneficial. The question is it beneficial enough to win out over something else? I think we go... Sterling generators, I don't think we really need at this stage. RC commanders, no, we don't need the storage. The medical center could be nice, but again, it's not the end of the world either if we go for something else first. You know, let's start working on another terraforming tech. Let's go for the conservation landscaping, and then follow that up with the topology AI. So, yeah, we'll be able to do that job a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's going to be what we go for. All right, but either way, we can now go ahead and fill our new rocket with passengers. So we can take a grand total of 22 people, which is fairly nice. Now, I think what I'm going to do here is have a bit of a pause, and I'm going to search through, and I'll show you who we are going to bring along to our new place to live. Alrighty, so we are back, and we have a good group of applicants. So we have a roughly 50-50 split between male and female. Slightly more, I think there's one or two more men than women, but again, that's fine. We're only looking for a reasonable balance to make sure that we have a decent birth rate. We've gone ahead and we've actually specialized with no specialization for our recruits. We need a few people to work in the service industry, and this will allow our other specialists to now go ahead and work where they put the most performance out of them, and without the penalties as well. So we have a fair few of those. We've brought on a new botanist, a couple of engineers, again, starting to ramp up some of those machine part production, and then a few geologists as well, a couple of medics, and then a couple of scientists. I think we're going to try and build up at least one research center and see if we can make some progress to our science, because I feel like things are slowing down in that regard. Now, unfortunately, we did have an event a while ago, and we got a genius applicant. Problem for us, though, is he is a senior. So, as much as I do love extra science that he may be able to give us, the fact that he is already close to death, he can't contribute to our economy, I don't see it being a wise idea. So we're going to lean away from that. Also, too, the majority of our applicants that we have accepted are either adults or are still fairly young. So yeah, there are a couple of youth, but that's okay. We will fix things as time goes by, but none of them are middle-aged or older. So we should not have to worry about a death spiral too soon. So with that all sorted out, let's go ahead and launch our rocket back to our base. Okay, so that's that done. That's rather nice. Let's see, we're probably fine on food. Yeah, that'll be all right. We'll be working on these seeds. Our food supply is rapidly growing, so that's rather good. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and make our desired amount about 50-50. Let's go with 60 here, and we'll go ahead and do the same thing over there. Make sure that any excess is relatively evenly distributed, but we'll have enough for everybody. So that'll be that sorted. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a couple of food there. That's not a big deal. You know what? Let's turn off the rare... Oh no, I guess we'll leave the rare metals there. We do need a spot, although we do have this one as well. So that'll be that sorted out. We have fuel coming on in nice and quickly, so we should be able to do some more planetary missions. Losing 9 power at night is fine. I think we need... Yeah, we don't need very much at all. In fact, yeah, so there we are. So from, what is that? We're back to 14. So realistically, we probably have some buildings turning off that do not need to be disabled during the night time. Fuel refineries, I don't think that's a massive issue for us. I suppose we could go ahead and turn on the concrete extractor, but at the same time too, we're probably going to need some more power over here. So I think we'll let that stay as it is. Let's see, how are the drones doing in this area? We have 9 drones. They're all fairly busy. What about these guys? How are you doing? 12 at low. Okay, you know what? Let's take... we'll take 1 and we'll shuffle them over there. We'll bring that up to a, yeah, double digits. And these guys will be, yeah, about 50-50 split on our drones. That'll be important now that we do have people coming into both sectors, into both domes. That will be important. So that will do nicely. We are also getting rather low on polymers again. Polymer maintenance is only 0.5, so that's nothing too severe. Yeah, that is just worth noting. In fact, you know what? I wonder... What have we got? We have polymers. We have 2 of them here. We have 2 of them there. And these drones are just outside their limit, aren't they? Of course they are. That's why we cannot share these resources. Well then, let's go ahead and... What about these drones? Can they reach all the way up there? No, they can't. Okay, so there's just that very awkward overlap right now. Let's shuffle a new storage into there. Storage universal depot. Let's just go a 1 and a 2. That should be fine. We'll sort out the rest as it goes. Let's make these... do we just go ahead and delete these universal depots? I think we do. Yeah, all of these extra things will get shuffled off somewhere else. That'll be fine. We'll go ahead and get rid of both of them. At least now that means that these will be within range of both drone hubs. And that is going to be what's important for us in the long run. Yeah, that'll keep the drones rather busy as they shuffle everything across. But that's okay. We don't have much for them to do right now. In fact, do we have our little RC commander? You have no drones. Okay. Just double checking to make sure that there was nobody extra there. Otherwise, we would make sure that they are doing some of the heavy lifting. Alright, so let's see. We're up to 2 homeless. We've got a couple of vacancies. We have a nursery for a... What is the resident? Wade, you are a child. Yep, okay. We will definitely make sure that this dome has the filter for the children. Yep, children. And you know what? I suppose youth aren't forced to come through here. The seniors are beginning to become a bit of a problem. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll just leave things be for now. We have... hang on a second. I know what we'll do. We'll go to the age group. We will allow youth in here. The others will be fine. We'll go ahead and we'll go... Wait a second. Apply the changes. And then we'll put a thumbs up here as well. So we're not completely going to ruin our education system. But the ones that we have brought in will still be good at doing what they need to do. Alright. That's not too bad. Alright, but either way, our people are here, so let's go ahead and jump on down. That is nice. All the buildings are where they need to be, so that is good. Oh, we are out of polymers. Okay. That is a problem. We need the diner up and running. We need the nursery. Small parts factory. No one's working there anymore. Well then, suppose if no one's working there, let's go ahead and turn that off. does unfortunately mean that we're not making anything in this place. Maybe we send a bunch of our seniors over here. I'm not really sure what the best way to do this is. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll try and I think maybe we'll try and manage this ourselves. We'll maybe send a couple of the old people to the other dome and try and open up a little bit of space. Here we go. So you are a senior. Let's go ahead and assign you to there. That's one. We'll need a second one. Oh, wait a second. That's not quite right. Get you over here, and then what else have we got? Yeah, we'll send 3 of them over there since we do have a larger building. We may even go ahead and tear down the old living complex and chuck in a what do we call it? A new set of apartments. That could be rather good for us. We did send 3 people over there, so that should be about 25. Maybe some went over here. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to need more workspace if we're going to make things functionable. Okay. Well, you know what? After tonight, we'll quickly go ahead and we will... oh, wait, we can't even demolish this, can we? Because I believe in our housing, our apartments do cost us polymers. What a fun conundrum. Alright, well... it is what it is. We'll go ahead and... let's see. I'm not really sure what we can do here at this stage. I think we're just going to be stuck with a couple of jobs that aren't very viable. We'll go ahead and open up both of these rare metals extractors. We won't keep people on the night shift. Actually, you know what? No, we can go ahead and open that up. So we have a bunch of scientists who are working there, a lot of engineers. That is... yeah, we probably would prefer to have geologists rather than anything. Let's go ahead and open up the grocer. Let's open up the diner and the infirmary. All of those will do nicely. Let's see. No specialization. That's what we wanted to see. Still no specialization. That is ideal. And we have a scientist, a medic, and another medic. Okay, so I think if that's the way things are going, let's just cut that down to 1 person into each of those jobs. The diner should be fine. We'll leave the rest here. Let's go ahead and build... what is this? A research lab? That'll cost us more maintenance in electronics, but again, that is a thing that I think we're going to be purchasing for a while. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but this is going to be the best way for us to make some advancements. Oh, and it's a nice and small building. Okay, well, you know what? That is fantastic news. We're going to build that straight away. That is going up, and we can probably go ahead and if we check our production... we have a small electronics factory, which will give us some more electronics. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so... 4 power consumption, a little bit of rare metals is nothing to be really bothered about. Yep, that's going to save us a whole stack of money in the long run. So we're going to build both of those. Definitely glad that we went for the apartment complex over here. We'll probably end up cutting down a whole bunch of jobs, but that's okay. We'll sort this out as time goes by. Let's see. We're at maximum. There's 2 that are unemployed. We're about to get some more jobs there. So that's not a concern. Yeah, it's a little bit cramped in a living, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, so either way, we are losing 1 power overnight, but that's not a big problem at all. That's easily sorted. We now have our caravel being getting ready for another run, but again, we don't have the materials here, so let's go ahead and turn off the exports for now. And let's go ahead and search for an expedition that will gain us something of note. We could go... Oh, you know what? There was one that required a few people. Engineer 6, a breakthrough could be good. Botanist, if we were to go ahead and send this... No, it's only a new tech that we could choose from. No. Let's go... The safari could be good for progress. Where was it? There we are. A breakthrough. 6 people of any specialization. Let's send that. That seems ideal. Breakthroughs are fantastic, and we do not at any point want any of our rivals to go ahead and deal with that. These guys are going for the new technologies. Honestly, that doesn't open up anything new. That just opens up the tech tree to what was already there. So we'll let them run. Hopefully they could take away the seniors. That would be a great use of them if they could do something for us.
Sector scan.
The infirmary seems to have shut down. Ooh. The living complex is a little bit empty. Alright, but you know what? We're still working on our training here. That's still stopped for now. You know what? They'll figure it out. We'll be, yeah, we should get along just fine for now. I don't think it's going to be too crazy with all of those things. But that is a new anomaly, which we definitely do want to go ahead and collect. Let's send our explorer. Make sure that that gets researched as fast as possible. And I think that's fairly good, all things being considered. Yeah. We'll get these extra scientists up and running, which is fantastic. We'll get a whole bunch of extra research. Research per soul is an extra 221. That's practically doubling what we had. Well, it's an extra 66%. Well, actually, no, it's probably closer to what? 70, maybe a little bit over. But either way, as people filter in from their specializations, that's going to be really good for us. And we'll figure out the rest of these jobs in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.